Hello everybody, this is Jacob Rakowski coming to you from my favorite Sunday spot, the big Whole Foods over there, getting some food. And I want to share with you guys one thing that I did today as I grabbed my box of coffee back here. So, as I mentioned, it's really simple to just walk through any location holding this in your hand, and people are going to look at you and say, oh, what's that, what's that, what's that, what's that, what's that? And the person I was checking out with actually asked me about it. But first I want to make a quick point that I just had pop up in my mind. I want to talk to you guys about networking in the right environment and being in the right state. Being in the right state and preparing and presenting yourself well. So this morning I was at Lakewood Church, one of the largest churches in the world. Tons of incredible people are there, thousands, right? And I'm looking to get my seat. And as I'm standing there, being seated, there's a man to my left, and I didn't think anything of it, but he just looked right at this and just said, oh, what's that ring? And I said, oh, it's a $100,000 income ring for the world's healthiest coffee that I market. And he goes, oh, what's it called? I said, Organo. And he goes, oh, I've heard of them. And I said, what do you do? He says, I own many hotels all around the world. And I thought, you do? Okay. Okay. Right? I had him on Facebook and super successful. I just said, oh, here's some. Go ahead and try it. Gave it to him and added him on Facebook. And sure enough, he sure does. As a matter of fact, with this church of 20,000 people, as they found that there were open seats, he got seated on the front row. That lets me know that he's kind of in. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of got some influence. So anyway, sampled him the coffee, and I'm going to follow up with him. Made a great connection with him. And my point is, I didn't even approach him. He approached me. Why? Wearing things, having things that are conversation starters, being presentable. I'm kind of dressed up today, matching, looking good for me. Putting myself together, and of course being in the right state, being in a good state. Even though I was tired, I was feeling attractive, feeling magnetic. And people can feel you whether or not they know they can feel you. And they're attracted to people with certain energy, and they'll begin to start to approach people with certain energy. People who have a bright energy, people are attracted to them. And you can start to magnetize things to you by being in a good state, because people want some of that. They want to be in that good state, right? But my point is, I was in a good environment. I was in order. I was feeling good. And also, I presented myself in a way where he wanted to talk to me. Now, not everybody has one of these yet, but you can put things on that do get people to talk to you. Second thing I want to share with you guys is I carried this thing right in there, and I sampled the girl who was checking me out, and she goes, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And what did I do? I showed her a photo of somebody losing weight drinking this coffee, and she was like, I need that, and she didn't really need to lose weight necessarily, but everybody wants to, right? So she goes, I need that. And I say, well, great, what's your Facebook? I'll go ahead and send you a message in a couple days and see how you like it. And she goes, okay. So my point is, photos, good state, be in a good environment, and feel good about yourself. Oh, I think I already said that. Look good. Dress up to where you're looking good, right? And looking good is not necessarily even looking good. It's just being presentable. I mean, everybody thinks what looks good is different, but when a person is well put together, you can identify that and say, oh, that person, has taken time putting themselves together. They look good. They're wearing themselves well. So that's my tip of the day, guys. Work on expanding your network. Remember, say less to more people. Invite properly and personalize it for what they need, right? I'm going to get to know this guy that I met and say, what do you need? Are you guys looking for something? What if you had a way to increase your profits? What if you had a way to increase customer satisfaction? Would that be of interest to you? Yes, boom, share the coffee, guys. Keep it simple, invite like crazy, keep it OG. God bless.